When you think about sports cars that combine elegance with pure driving passion, the Jaguar F-Type is one that instantly comes to mind. It's a car that doesn't just aim to compete with German rivals like the Porsche 911 or BMW M4, but instead brings its own unique British character to the table. The F-Type has been around for a little while now, but every time you see one out on the road, it still turns heads. That's because Jaguar really nailed the proportions and the styling cues that make this car feel timeless yet modern at the same time. Looking at it from the outside, the F-Type has one of the most striking designs in the sports car world. The long hood, the short rear deck, and the wide stance give it that classic sports car profile, but with a distinctly modern Jaguar twist. The front fascia is aggressive without being over the top, featuring slim LED headlights that stretch back into the fenders, giving it a fierce and focused look. The big grille sits low, wide, and commanding, letting everyone know this car is serious about performance. Walk around to the side and you notice those muscular rear haunches that almost look like they're sculpted out of a single piece of metal. Jaguar has always been good at making cars that look like they're in motion even when parked, and the F-Type is the perfect example of that. The rear end is equally impressive with sleek LED taillights and those center-mounted or quad exhaust tips that instantly tell you what kind of power is hiding under the hood. It's a design that doesn't rely on flashy gimmicks, it just uses confidence and sophistication. Step inside and the cabin greets you with a driver-focused layout that blends luxury with sportiness. Jaguar made sure the cockpit feels like it's wrapped around the driver, and everything from the seating position to the controls is designed to make you feel connected to the car. The seats are deeply bolstered, supportive, and trimmed in premium leather that not only looks great but also feels durable for spirited drives or long-distance cruising. In higher trims you get options like performance seats with integrated headrests and contrast stitching that really elevate the atmosphere. The dashboard features a mix of soft-touch materials, brushed aluminum, and optional carbon fiber, which all contribute to that high-end sports car vibe. One of the coolest things about the F-Type's interior is the way it mixes traditional luxury with modern tech. You have a fully digital driver display that can be customized to show performance data, navigation, or just classic dials depending on your mood. The infotainment system is powered by Jaguar's Pivi Pro interface, which is responsive and easy to use, with a touchscreen that supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It might not be as flashy as some German rivals, but it's clean and functional. The center stack also features physical climate controls that rise up when the system is activated, which is a neat little party trick that adds some theater to the experience. Sound quality is another area where the F-Type shines, with available Meridian audio systems that deliver crystal clear sound, whether you're listening to your favorite playlist or just enjoying the roar of the engine. Now let's talk about performance, because that's where the F-Type really earns its badge. Jaguar offers this car with a variety of engines, depending on how wild you want to get. The base model comes with a turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder that makes around 296 horsepower. It might be the entry point, but it still delivers plenty of punch and a balanced driving experience that's lighter on the front end. For those who crave more, the V6 option adds a serious step up in both power and character. But the real star of the lineup is the Supercharged V8, available in different states of tune. In the F-Type R, you're looking at around 575 horsepower, and that translates to blistering acceleration that can rocket this car from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. That's serious supercar territory. What really makes the F-Type stand out, though, is the way it delivers that performance. Jaguar has tuned the suspension and steering to give you an engaging, almost analog feel, something that's getting harder to find in modern sports cars. The car feels planted through corners, with just enough rear-driven playfulness to make you smile every time you push it. The all-wheel drive system, available on the more powerful versions, adds grip and confidence, especially in less-than-perfect road conditions. And then there's the exhaust note. Jaguar has built a reputation for some of the best-sounding exhausts in the business, and the F-Type continues that tradition. From the deep burble at idle to the crackles and pops on overrun, it's a soundtrack that never gets old and makes even a short drive feel like an event. In terms of daily usability, the F-Type is definitely more of a driver's car than a practical hauler. The trunk space is modest, enough for a couple of bags or a weekend getaway, but not much more. The cabin is snug, but that's part of the charm. You feel cocooned in the car, connected to the road, and focused on the drive.